Marco will come in on top of last week's squad, and we'll take Taylor Regan as well as a 16th player and make a late decision on the final 15. Ruben Zatkovic is sick. Ruben wants to come, wants to play, but I've got to make a decision, and it's my call, it's my decision that he doesn't travel. I want to take people that are 100% fit, and in my eyes, Ruben is a confident person. He's very, very disappointed that I'm not taking him, but that's my choice. It's something that I think's the right thing to do, and I'll wear it.
So who goes into his position in the starting lineup?
Probably look at bringing Marco and Jeremy Brockie in, and make a little adjustment to the formation and the way we play. So we've had a look at that on Wednesday and again today, and it's worked all right. So at this stage, we'll bring those two in and go from there.
So no starting spot for Benny Kantarovski yet?
Ben will start. He'll start. We've changed things up a little bit, so we'll probably Ali Abbas will probably miss out, and Ben Kantarovski will come in. So it's a bit of a change, but I think it's something that we can use as a positive, and we want to get something out of the game. We don't want to go there and just say, well, we haven't won there in 4 or 5 games, and let's just go over there and be respectable. I want to go there and get a result, and I think the couple of little changes might help that.
A few of those boys you brought in have been sort of getting up to fitness. I guess, do you sort of expect an hour, 70 minutes from them, or a whole game?
Marco's a bit different to the other Brockie in particular. He's played enough games with the Olyroos and enough games pre-season, and he's a fit boy anyway. So Marco, I'm pretty confident we can get close to 90 minutes out of him. Brox is a muscle, soft tissue injury, so that's always something that we need to be careful of, how much we push him. But let's wait and see. And it's a nice problem to have, and I think we'll be fine.
Mate, Nashi didn't train either. Is he in the same boat as Ruben?
He's not quite as bad in terms of sickness as Ruben. My decision with Ruben is that he's an outfield player, and with Ruben's energy and Ruben's determination and aggression around the park, I don't want to risk him not having that. Nashi is a second choice keeper. His job is more than likely to sit on the bench. So look, it's a tough call. It's tough for Ruben. It was an easy decision for me to make, but it's my responsibility to do the right thing by the team and the club, and that's the way it is.
Tinkering with the system, what's the purpose of? What's the reason behind you trying to?
We probably we're a little bit short with legs in the middle of the park last week, and if we can bring Kantarovski in, then obviously, he's a young boy, he's a fit boy. He gives us a bit more run through there. He's a good footballer. He's comfortable on the ball. It's just to try and give us what we lacked a little bit last week. And obviously, with the situation with Ruben not going, then there had to be a change made anyway. So I'm confident that we'll get something.
As you were saying, not the greatest record over there. Do you change your preparation at all?
We've changed the way we'll do the travel. We shoot down to Sydney this afternoon and stay the night in Sydney, get an earlier morning flight to Wellington, and then light training session, play the next day and get out of there. So a bit of a smash and grab, hopefully.
Sound like you were itching to get into the starting team.
Yeah, I think being on the bench last week sort of just gave me that taste of being back into that season football and that competitive edge. So sort of good to be back out there and helping out the boys.
In terms of where you're going to play, though, I guess is there somewhere you've got to establish yourself position-wise on the field?
Yeah, I think sort of there's a high demand in that midfield, like between Job and Casey and myself, and even Ali and Marco can fill in there, and Ruben as well. So it's real sort of good. We got that depth across the whole squad. Everyone can play different positions and whatnot. So it's sort of just making sure that you sort of do the job week in and week out, and make sure you're the first one picked.
Deansy's put a bit of an emphasis on the fact that you're the young legs, and you're going to have to do a bit of that running in the midfield. Are you up for it?
Yeah, I think that was always the case last season as well. I'd be given that sort of job or responsibility to do a little bit more extra in that running department. So I think it's not too bad. Ads has got us working well and fit, so just making sure we can carry through.
So you want to make the most of this little trip then?
Yeah, I think it's sort of big step up here and try and actually perform and make sure Deansy knows I'm ready to play.
And it looks like you've changed systems a little bit. You're probably playing, you and JB pushing a little bit further forward.
Yeah, I think we've sort of got a good sort of solid base at the back, and now we're sort of adding that depth up front as well with a lot more support from Marco and Brocky and Griffo, so I think it's really good like that, and we'll be able to sort of press them high up as well, and if we have to, we can defend.
Are you looking to get in the box too, or not pushing that high?
Yeah, hopefully we'll make a couple of runs. We might get a nosebleed going that far up, but you know, we never know.
Is that aspect of your game you need to work on, that being a goal scoring third occasionally? Or?
Yeah, I think I've been sort of stigmatized with the idea that I'm always defensive, which I think originally I used to start a lot more attacking. So now it's just sort of getting back into those old roots and really working at it and trying to develop that side of the game.
Okay, mate. First of all, I guess give us your assessment of the performance against the Heart.
Probably wasn't the best performance we've had, but you know, a win's a win, and you know, in previous years we haven't played well and lost, so it was good. You know, we didn't play well, but we still got the victory, so it's good.
For you personally, how did you rate your performance?
There's some good things and some bad things. You know, that was my first full game for the whole pre-season, so you know, I'm still. You know, it was good to get a full game, and you know, just keep improving for each game as it comes.
Mate, I guess the nicest thing is that you basically go into the second game, you know, they stick with you and basically give you the chance to go out there and improve that, you know, gradual bit every game. Yeah,
no, it's always good to, you know, put a few weeks, you know, in a row, and you know, as a keeper, that's important to keep playing each week, and you know, that's hopefully, you know, repay the faith and just keep improving each game. It doesn't get any easier though. I mean, you know, if you're a little bit nervous at home in that first game, going over to Wellington doesn't get any easier. Yeah, it's always a tough trip, and no, we're just being positive, and you know, we're positive we'll come away with a win, and you know, I think if you play to our max, then that's what we'll do. Mate, talking to Goose, he just sort of said he feels like sometimes you play better away from home. Can you explain that? I don't know. It's just a thing I've always had. You know, I probably prefer, you know, the away game, and I don't know why. That's just what I've always liked, but. Yeah, it's just one of those things, I guess. But Wellington's certainly not an easy trip. I mean, they've put a fair few goals away against the Jets in the last couple of times over there. Yeah, it's always a tough trip, but like I said, we're positive, and you know, I think if we play well, we'll get a victory.